And we're live.
Okay, three, two, one. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 20th episode of ShutterBugs, the show where three toy photographers talk about everything and anything geeky. My name is Finn, and I am joined by my co-hosts Aiden
What's up? What's up?
and Alex.
Hey, you already know who it is.
Oh man, that was an extra loud A. There must be some type of special occasion for why you'd be yelling so loud.
Why don't you tell the audience?
Okay, everyone. Today on our 20th we are here with a very special look. We've been looking forward to this guest for so long.
The guest of
Here
the
he
age.
is, Mario, aka at 796 Studios. Woo!
What's up, fellas? I gotta say, this has been long overdue.
Long overdue. I completely agree.
Honestly, I feel like you've been asking to, well, not you've been asking, but we've been offering and we've been talking about getting you on the show so much. Honestly, it feels like we've been giving you the runaround.
Yeah,
we don't actually-
I'm glad you brought that up because I got some minor gripes with you guys. I got bumped. I got bumped for delicious poses. Come on.
No. Hey,
No,
man,
I love delicious poses, but come on, guys.
he's
Let's
my
go.
man. Yeah, well, the reason why we need 796 on here is because you have been so influential and so you have impacted all of our grind so much based on how much you have helped us with our work and all the gifts you have. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
Like
sure.
you are integral to this process.
No, you guys are integral too. It was you guys that motivated me to kind of
This
just
man's
get up
too
off my
humble.
butt and.
Come on now. Come
Yeah,
on
glad you're
now.
back.
No, you know it's true. You know it's true. Especially Alex. Alex is always like, "Where are the shots, bro? I gotta see some shots."
That's what I'm saying, man. Dio shots, anything.
For real. No, seriously. I saw your on your Instagram story today. You said when you were on a break, you were getting into like cinematography. That looked so good, man.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
thanks.
You're gonna have to teach me your stories whenever you work on flight stands or dios or shots are literally like little it's like little professional videos, like the transitions, it's insane. I don't know how you do your IG stories.
I'll teach you. Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
it's another creative outlet. So I mean
Yeah.
I know we all have the itch to like take a shot and post a picture, but sometimes it's not. With time constraints, it's not reasonable. So I figure the stories is a good way to kind of, fill that void.
Exactly.
So to speak.
Very true.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
I've been
for
a
sure.
proud follower of Brown Boy Burgers for months.
Yeah. Ah.
Dude, you
I
know
thought
what?
it was something.
So I've been slacking on that, but I had to get a new phone last week because my old phone just crapped out on me. So I had to re-sign into like all these apps, and I forgot the password to Brown Boy Burger. So I think unfortunately
No.
that channel might be dead.
Wait, can you reset it in any way?
So I did the password reset, and they sent it to the email that I have attached to it. But I, like a genius, I created a new email specifically for that IG page, and I forgot that password too.
No.
I feel
Oh,
that.
No.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's
I'll try and figure it out. That burger thing was pretty fun, but I was packing on the
Killed
pounds. Oh, thanks, dude.
That's me, man. I
really hope
had
that you
to,
figure that out.
yeah, for real.
All right, we ready to get into
Yeah, but
pickups?
we have a. I was just about to say we have a fun show for everyone today. We're gonna get into some pickups. We're gonna be going over the contest slash challenge we have been running on Instagram with
Yes,
796
sir.
Studios. So we're really excited to talk about that. Who wants to go first with their pickups today? Aiden, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go just in case. Again, like later, I may have to mute myself for a little bit, but I'll just talk quickly about my pickups. Mainly happened yesterday, I think, was the big, I guess, spree of all of them. So I got the Mezco Harley Quinn in finally from BBTS, which I love. I've been wanting a Harley Quinn forever, and then Mezco put out the classic look, so I was definitely picking her up for my Joker. And besides the articulation, which I've come to get used to, I think everyone has from Mezco in terms of female articulation, her body is actually really amazing, and her accessories, her head sculpts, her mallet, I guess, and the cap gun, I guess you'd call it, the one that shoots out the cork, is phenomenal. They look great, so I'm super happy to have Harley Quinn. Then yesterday, I also got in the mail a Black Series Mandalorian, the first one, like the first release back when the Mando Season 1 came out with the brown armor, which I just wanted because I wanted that look. You know, that's his look before the show, and I've been wanting a Mandalorian anyway forever, so I finally got that, which I'm super happy about. And then I found at Target the Storm and Thunderbird 2-pack. So I picked that up, which looks really good, which I think is literally just hitting stores this week, I'm pretty sure. So it is, I think actually yesterday was supposed to be like the day it first hit. So I think I'm really early on it. So that's awesome. Might review that. And then I feel like I might have gotten one or two more things, but I'm probably spacing on them. I will say the thing I want to talk about, which will kind of lead into Finn, we both... Specifically me, I discovered this tutorial on how to create Tatooine walls out of pink foam and like how to make a Tatooine diorama. So I created my own Tatooine diorama, which you could consider this a haul or a grind or whatever, but I've been shooting on that and I love that. And I know Finn created one also off the same tutorial with the same stuff I did, and we chatted about that, so that'll kind of lead into his. Brian in the chat says Moneybag Zayden. I swear.
I love Brian. Me and Brian were playing some Among Us yesterday.
I tried to get on, but
no, you didn't. You were doing class. Uh-huh.
Anyway, last thing, just real quick, I want to talk because guess what? 796 sent me Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon, both the SHF figures from. I think they're both from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I think that's the movie that they're both from in terms of the releases. So I'm super happy to have those because I've been wanting to complete the like Infinity War kind of teams for a while in Bandai form, and now I'm pretty much there. So I'm so happy about that.
Hey, Aiden, you want to tell him how I messed up?
Accidentally. Well, okay, so I got the package that had both of them in it, and so I opened Rocket, and Rocket had his like hands, his tail, his different heads. I was like, awesome. And I look at Star-Lord, and he just had his blasters in his hands, and that's it. And I was like, huh. Okay, cool. And I was like, is this intentional? Like, was there no mask or other hands, or was this? I didn't know, and I didn't want to like approach it in a weird way. I was like, do I say like, was this purposeful or not? So I talked to 796, and apparently he just, again, the trouble with it is that Star-Lord comes with explosions. I think they're pink, and the weird thing about like those deluxe figures is their accessories come in the tray with the explosions. So I assume that's probably what happened, Mario. But yeah, it was hilarious. And 796 was amazing. Didn't have to do it, but sent out the accessories my way, which I think arrived today. So I'm super happy about that.
Yeah, you hit me up and you're like, hey, does Star-Lord come with accessories? I'm like, yep, hands, guns, heads, whatever. And then you're like, okay, cool. And then like maybe like an hour later, I realized I'm like, oh crap, is he asking because they didn't arrive? And then I go and check my storage. I'm like, oh my god, they're still here. So sorry, dude.
No, dude, trust me, you were fine, and you were really kind to send them out my way. So I'm super grateful for that. And I can't wait. I'm so excited to actually shoot that figure because I love that masked head sculpt and everything. So I think that was the main thing. And then I don't know if last time we talked about our GameStop hauls, Finn. I know mine came in last Friday, so I don't think I talked about it. But I got 4 of the Black Series Jawas for like $5 each because GameStop had a huge sale for September. And I think we talked about ordering them, but I finally got those in. And was it Wedge? I think Wedge. The Pilot Wedge, and then the comic Luke that has it's like kind of the trophy scene, or not trophy, the medal hall, I guess, look, but it's in the comics when he fights Vader, I think for the first time. But yeah, so I got those in, which I'm super excited to shoot with my Tatooine stuff. So I think that's my whole haul, which was great. If anyone's still there.
Oh yeah, we're still here.
Oh, bro, I've been talking. Can nobody hear me?
No, you've been muted.
Oh, no. I'm sweet. I've been talking this whole time. I've been like, yeah, man, totally. Oh, great haul. Awesome job.
You better lock it up, Finn.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. No, I'm just kidding. So first of all, the Tatooine haul. Yeah, Aiden sent me this tutorial, and he was working on it. I'm like, well, I have next to none. Like, I have one that my buddy made me like 3 or 4 years ago. He made it was like one of his first dios, and he sent it over to me, and I was like, thank you. And it's like been like my only dio besides stuff that I've made. I've made like rubble pieces and stuff, but I was like, okay, I have plaster, I have like brown paint and Mod Podge, like I can do this. And so I have like, I don't have any of the good pink styrofoam like from Home Depot that Aiden and Mario use. I have like the really crappy like Lowe's green foam that's like terrible in every way, but it works for this because basically it's just like you just need a flat shape. And so I cut into a bunch of squares, put on a bunch of plaster, did a bunch of brown paint, and I was grinding, and I was really, really happy with the result. And I finally have somewhere else to shoot these sand troopers besides like actual sand. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
As much as I love doing outdoor shots, like it'd be nice to actually do some indoors.
And the cool thing actually about that, though, just touching on that, Finn, is me and Finn both made these out of scrap foam. Like, this wasn't like a super detailed, we structured all these walls to like be a certain size and magnetize. Like, we just basically found the tutorial, threw together some foam we had lying around. For me, it was just all scrap pink foam from my commission dio, and basically created these. And they look really good. So if anyone wants a tutorial, we'll be happy to send a link.
Yeah, we can post a link up somewhere whenever we drop this episode.
Yeah, but it looks really good.
Thank you from both of us. Yeah.
It was crazy how Aiden used like the white foam. You know what I mean? Because like the little balls and stuff that make it up, like that's that's like a no. But for that, it works because it basically holds it all together.
Yeah.
So that was sick. I'm still waiting to find the Beskar Mandalorian to actually shoot Mandalorian stuff on it because I have the child. And well, you know, I guess that leads into my next pickup is I got a gift card. And he was on sale, and I really wanted him, and I finally picked up the Heavy Mandalorian off of Amazon. Because he retailed for like 30, and I got him for like 34, 35, and so I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, and I'm not about to get the repainted one because I don't know, it looks cool, but I don't know. I wanted the original, and I was really excited about it, and so that came in yesterday, and I'm waiting to shoot it till I get like the new Mandalorian. I might do some solo, simple Sunday shots or something with it, but I've been grinding for October a lot, which we can talk about in a little bit.
Yes.
But that figure's amazing, man. Definitely, like, as much as I hate the 30 price tag, like, it feels more like a Build-A-Figure than, like, I don't know, like, Boba or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I got two more things, real quick. I think I talked about it last week, my GameStop order fiasco. Did I talk about that? How I ordered from GameStop, and then or maybe I didn't. Okay, so I'll just run through it. They shipped my order. And when I got it, it had like the Jawas and it had Boom Boom, but no Logan. And it was like the Cowboy Logan, and I didn't have a base Logan for anything. So I was like, I'll get it because it's like $5. And they didn't have it. Excuse me. And so I called GameStop and I was like, hey guys, this didn't have it in here. Can you guys send me one? And they were like, yes, of course, we'll send it to you. And so I was like, great, thank you. And then I checked my email later, and I got a confirmation email that same day from GameStop where they said like part of your order's on the way. And I was like, oh no. And I clicked on it, and they had actually shipped Logan, but they shipped him separately. And I felt so bad that I didn't know what to do. I'm like, I'm not about to like just call GameStop again and be like, cancel that. Like, I don't know. That was a lot of work. And so I was like, I'll just let it be. It's fine. Worst case scenario, I get 2 Logans. And then I get an email like 3 days later, and they're like, we're canceling your order. And for some reason, it had 2 Jawas and a Logan on it. And so it didn't have Boom Boom, so therefore it couldn't be the order that I had already been delivered. But then it had 2 Jawas, so it couldn't have been the extra Logan. So I was confused, but I was like, okay, well, I have everything else. It's fine. No worries. And then the next day, what?
You were bummed that order was not coming. That order was amazing.
Yeah, but like there's in like the moment you're bummed, but then it's like, well, I had everything but Logan.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, it doesn't matter really. But then the next day, Logan shows up in my front door. Just him. And I'm like, what is happening? GameStop, you said you canceled this. Why do I have it now? And so it turns out that was the original order from Logan. And so then they came one. But then later on that day, I'm sorry, this story takes forever. I got a freaking refund in my account for like $20 for no reason at all. It's because they refunded the Logan and the 2 Jawas. And so I don't know. I guess I profited by accident. So that happened.
GameStop was tripping for their September sale. It was just
GameStop.
They had deals left and right. That Ra's al Ghul TMNT Shredder pack was like, I think it was like $10. I mean, they were.
No, it was not. It was like 25.
No, it was not that.
Yes, it was like because
15.
I didn't pick it up. I looked at it.
It was cheap. Either way, they were cheaping out everything. It was awesome.
GameStop has some sales today too. I was looking at their SH Figuarts Dragon Ball stuff, and they have Mr. Satan for like $30, and I really am tempted, but my hours got cut at my job, so I kind of have to not buy anything right now. But yeah, so I got that, so that was nice. Thanks, GameStop. The Logan's cool. I don't really know. I put the Old Man Logan head on it, and I actually kind of like it, but you guys will probably flame me because I'm gonna post it. I remember when I put the Spectacular Spider-Man head on the Mafex, and you guys just like roasted me for no reason.
No reason. It was awful. It looked like a bug's head on like a ant's body. It was horrible.
It did not. Is Alex even here?
I am.
Oh, sorry, Alex.
Too long.
My bad. Okay, last thing. I'm sorry. Also from 796, 796, literally my hero, literally my idol. Like, what a guy, what a great dude. He sent me. I purchased the SH Figure Arts Homecoming Spidey, and I know a lot of people like the Mafex, but I actually have always wanted the SHF one, and now I finally have it. And you guys should follow 796 because when he sells stuff, always amazing prices, super fast shipping. Like, he packs it well. Sometimes he'll include little funny notes, you dissing your favorite musical artists, stuff like that. So
For good reason.
You mean include facts?
No!
Exactly. Thank you.
How can you hate on the
Exactly.
greatest discography of all time?
We're not getting into this. No way.
Yeah, let's
no
not get
way.
into that.
That's a whole
Talk about-
different discussion.
Hey, Mario, you can come on for a music episode or something. We'll talk.
All right.
Gosh.
Hey, I'm sorry for rambling, guys. Alex, what'd you get, bro?
No, we're going straight to Mario, bro.
Yes.
Mario, what you get, bro?
Oh man, dude. It's been kind of a whirlwind this past month, only because I said October I'm not going to buy anything, which I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. I'm sure I have something on pre-order, but I got I'm just going to go from this past week. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've gotten really into the robot spirit stuff, the Gundam
Yeah.
figures,
I'm
not
noticing.
model
It looks
kits.
awesome.
Dude, those are great just because the amount of like accessories and like effects they come with. So, I mean, I'd highly recommend, even if you don't like the property, seek out some figures that have like the good effects because they can be used for anything.
Yeah.
So I got
So
a
they're
bunch of those.
They're not model kits?
No, so the Robot Spirits line is straight up like an articulated figure, and it's crazy articulation too. It's much better than posing the model kits. Like, the model kits look good like for the details, especially since you can paint them and whatever.
Mhm.
But the figures are cool. I mean, just throw some top coat on them and they look great.
That's
Even without
so
the top
sick,
coat.
man.
Yeah, I mean, I'll send you guys a picture of like all the effects that I've collected just from them, and I think
Yes.
that was one of the reasons why I got into it, is just for the blast effects, because I didn't want to pay like scalper prices for like Mezco blast effects. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
I might as well get a figure out of the deal.
Exactly, yeah.
So
Yeah, seriously. Are those
Plus-
the ones that Darius sent over, I think? Like, did you buy any from Darius?
yeah, he sent me one of the GMs, which it's kind of bad because now I want to army build those guys, and those are like 60 a pop. So my army consists of like 2 for right now.
That's
but
good
yeah.
enough, bro.
Yeah, I mean, especially for like the shots, because most of my shots are very like tight anyways, so it's hard to get like a whole army in there. So I got a bunch of those, and then I was on the Infinity Equation podcast last week, and they were talking about Laserpants was talking about, oh, you should really, jump on the Mafex Wolverine before he goes up in price. And me and my curiosity, I was like, ah, crap. So I got him and the Mafex Cyclops and the Mafex Fat Bat. So I'm gonna give him another try.
You went off.
I did. I mean, that's usually how it goes, but that's why I'm selling all these other stuff just so I can offset the cost of that. But I haven't opened any of these up yet because I'm going to be on Toying Around's live stream tomorrow, and I'm going to unbox some of that stuff.
Yeah, the unboxing Thursdays. I've set a reminder for that. I'm really excited to watch that, man. You're gonna do.
Me too.
It's gonna be awesome.
Dude, I have a lot to unbox, and I don't know if we'll get through it all. But there are 2 things that I got from just artists on Instagram. One is actually from Toying Around, so I'm excited to open up what he sent me. He said he's sending over some, just like he's putting together a package and sending it over. I imagine it's going to be some sort of like effects or stuff that he 3D prints. And then I got props from this guy called, I think his Instagram is Big Daddy Gundam, and it's 1/12 scale. Yeah, dude, it's 1/12 scale Gundam boxes. So I don't know. He sent over a bunch. I'm going to open that up tomorrow. And then, then I got something else too that's not really toy related, but it's good. So you guys will have to tune in to see that, what that is.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm going to try something new, so we'll see how it goes.
That's awesome, dude. That's such a good hauls, man. I got one of those Gundams, and I'm like, I literally cannot let myself buy one more because I know that if I do, I'm
Don't do it.
Can't do it. I
Don't do it, man.
refuse.
The backlog piles up pretty quick.
Because it's not like they don't take long, but like when you sit down to do one, it's like you have to be like took focus from me, so I'm like I can imagine why you would be like, I'll get to that eventually.
Yeah, dude. So in the beginning, it would only take, I could probably knock one of those smaller kits out in maybe a day. But now with all the tips and tricks that I've learned with like detailing and then just making sure there's no nub marks, it legit takes like a month to finish one.
Oh my gosh!
So
and
that's why I'm like,
building the bigger ones too.
Yeah, well, I was, and then I stopped because I'm like that. That takes like 3 months. So I've kind of been put off on building Gundam for now.
Yeah, I feel you. It's cool though. It's cool that you got into that new robot. Sorry, I cannot pronounce it. Robot Spirits line though.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say? You got cut off from me.
I picked up some metallic twist ties.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you about those. Okay, you have like started a revolution on Instagram from what I've seen in the toy community. Everyone now is using metallic twist ties to make these impact effects or like these like streaks of like a sword or an arm in, you know what I mean, like in motion. It looks so good, man.
Yeah, no, it's such a simple thing, and I highly recommend at least trying it out because at least for me, I've noticed it kind of helped with posing, because you have to visualize the motion. But yeah, it's crazy that kind of just took off, and like everyone is using the twist ties. And again, I got to give credit to Nice Everythings because he's the one. I found his account just through like one of the random hashtags that I follow, and his stuff is nuts.
What's his name called? I'm gonna look him up.
Nice Everythings. Everything
I
to follow
definitely
because he not only does he use the twist ties, but he makes his own effects, right? And then he has some like magical way of lighting them. I mean, that dude, his entire page is just straight inspiration.
Dude, that Wonder Woman fist effect is so cool.
Right?
Wow,
It's
yeah,
nuts.
that's sick, man. Wow, yeah, because you'd have, man, and that like hexagon effect for Deku or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
good.
that guy's nuts.
I'm giving him a follow right now. 796 sent me.
Yeah, tell
That's
him.
sick. Definitely will. You have anything else, Mario, or should we get to Alex?
Now let's go to Alex. I'm excited to see what he grabbed.
All right, I got a really long list. You ready? So on Amazon, I finally saw. Why are you laughing? Why are you
Because
laughing?
that list is gonna be mad short.
Yeah. It's about to be mad short.
Historically, this segment is like 3 seconds.
Right, yeah. This is about to be different. So I found McFarlane Toys Spawn on Amazon finally. I got him. I shot him the end. That's really what it
Oh,
boils down to.
your
That's my
shot was
pickup.
so good.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. That green one, like when you adjusted the saturation or whatever, dude, it like took it from a great shot, dude. I think that shot is like amazing. Like it adds so much different variety to your page too. Like, cause I do the same thing. Like I have a lot of blue backgrounds a lot of the time, and so sometimes you'll see a lot of blue on my page. But then it's like you just need to get that like spark of color every once in a while, and I love it, man. Great job.
Yeah, thanks, dude. But that's pretty much it. I talked about my pickups last time, so that's pretty much it.
You need to
just need to
get on
get
shooting
paid
that
for 'em.
Sandman. You need to get on shooting that Sandman, bro. Come on, we're waiting on
See,
the. Oh,
I
you have
need-
Steve Salt on the way though.
I really do need to get kinetic sand. That's kind of what's holding me back because I don't want to just shoot him. I want to shoot him the way I want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. We need to get that. Who was it? It was like Simon or someone was saying about like the loose sand is like better than the kinetic sand. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah. That's why I need to get play sand.
yeah. I need to figure out where to get that. Mario, have you messed around with any of that stuff? Like any like hobby sand or anything like that?
No, what I've used for, and I don't know, I'm sure it'll translate well into photos, but what I've used for sand with the diodes is just grout that you can get from Home Depot.
Oh, I never thought.
And It might be a little too fine though, but yeah, I've always wanted to try that kinetic sand.
Oh man, yeah, that'll be sick. I'll have to look, man. That's where I got the gutter guard stuff for like making the chain link fences. I tried to
Yeah.
like spray paint it or whatever. That'll be sick. And Alex, I know, is just gonna absolutely destroy it whenever he gets some sand. So
Hopefully.
Oh, stop.
Hopefully.
seriously, this man is so like, oh, I mean, it's whatever. I just my art just doesn't really always translate straight from my brain to.
It
Page.
doesn't, and it's so annoying. It's super annoying.
Nah, bro, you're gonna whenever you get into the movie making scene, that's who you need. Mario's who you need to talk to, bro. Get some lessons on cinematography.
Let's collab,
Maybe.
Alex.
Definitely get some
Actually-
burgers.
There you go. Hey, you know what, Alex? I'm gonna send you for next week's pickups and hauls segment.
Ooh.
Oh,
I like the sound of that. Give it a longer segment because Finn takes up the whole. It used to be
bro,
Aiden,
I didn't even.
but
I
now
didn't
it's.
even get much. I just had a long story.
No, Aiden used to talk for an hour, bro. He used to talk for a whole hour.
Well, no,
about
Aiden's
what
out
he
here in
had.
class. This is Aiden. He's recording. This is Aiden. Aiden is in class while he's recording, so this is him. He unmutes. Yeah, I got this figure, and I had this helmet, and then I got this figure. Mutes himself.
Okay.
Hi, Mrs. Adams.
Okay.
Yes, I'm back here in
Whoa.
California.
California. I talked before I started class like 5 minutes ago. I talked and I went through all my pickups. You're going off. You got a lot of pickups coming, which is fine.
I
It's
didn't even
fine.
get that. I didn't get that much though, and my budget is so low. I'm not buying another toy for a long time unless I find me some troopers at Target or Walmart. That is the only thing I'm buying.
not
Mark
buying
my
a
word.
toy unless I buy a toy.
Okay, Mike, mark my words. I will not have anything new for this next pickup segment next week. Mark my words, except for if I find that Garchomp. The
Or
Pokemon.
Mandalorian.
Except for if I find something new.
But I have found Mandalorian. I've traveled all over the state, and my pops has been in Indiana, like looking for it too. And we haven't found squat, bruh. Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah. So look forward to next week's pickup segment. Alex is going to be getting something interesting. Ooh. Are you guys ready to get into our next segment?
Segment? Did you
Bro.
say segment again, bro?
Segment for the second time.
It's happened before. I'm sorry.
Oh
So
my
this
God.
is a semi-weird episode. We're not doing everything exactly the normal way. So what are we about to get into, Alex? Why don't you tell the audience?
Oh, we're getting into something I can never get when it comes out because I'm always broke when it happens to drop conveniently. Mario, you want to tell them what it is, bro?
Yeah, let's discuss the future. Well, specifically Wave 3 of flight stands. I wanted to kind of have a discussion or
Oh! All right.
I wanted to get your feedback or get your opinions on something because I've been thinking about I don't know, man, doing a pre-order for Wave 3 or moving forward.
Man, that might have to be. I don't know. That might have to be a go, Mario. You might have to do that.
Yeah, so
I'm
I
sounding
mean,
sarcastic, but I mean it.
well, no, I mean, so here's the thought process, right? Like, one, we have October, right, coming up,
Oh yeah.
and that's going to eat up a lot of time, and it takes forever to make these, as you guys know. But a lot of people have been hitting me up and not necessarily hating, but I can't make everybody happy. I don't know if it would it be fair to open up the pre-order, or should I just run it like first come first serve? What do you guys think?
So why have people been hating? What have they been saying?
Well, I mean, there's people that are like, man, I've been trying for like a year and I can't get these. I'm like, And
Yeah. So maybe you'll do a pre-order where you're like, hey, if you submit an order, you'll get one, but after this window, you're done for a while.
yeah, well, I tried to do that wait list thing like last year, and that was kind of a mess because I couldn't keep up.
That sucks.
Yeah, but if these guys pre-order, then I'm kind of on the hook for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just kind of a thought I was thinking. I feel bad.
I think that's a good
for
idea.
people. Maybe like limited runs or something like that.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's
dude.
so interesting because I know it
As long
takes you so
as
long.
I get some.
Well, if you
Yeah,
pre-order,
Alex,
you're
get
gonna
an action, everyone.
have to put that money up front, dude.
Hey, I've been trying. I've been trying.
As a
Well,
proud
I-
owner of his flight stands, I can say they're amazing.
Oh,
Amazing.
shut up. Go back to class.
Mario, whenever you're an old man and you're just like making flight stands just like every once in a while, like an old craftsman, then I think I might get some eventually. Might have to hit that whenever the hype is a little bit less. Although with your trajectory, the hype is just going up, man. It ain't stopping anytime
real.
soon.
Yeah, it has gone up, which is I mean, it's good and bad. I mean, now I don't want to be known as the flight stand guy. I'd still like to have time to take some photos and stuff and build some dios eventually. But if it helps other photographers out, then yeah, I'm all for it. But it's definitely gained a lot more than what it was last year, for sure.
I think it's so interesting how, like, I was looking at your account the other day, and the amount of times I see people either repost your stuff, talk about your stuff on other pages or anything, I'm like, 796 has to be at like 15K followers. You barely have you almost have like 3,000, right? Your engagement is like a 20,000 follower account. Like people follow you. Like they're like your disciples.
I don't know about that, but
I am one of them. I will be Peter to your Jesus, bro. I can do it. Teach me.
Let's not go that far. We don't want to worship false idols here.
That's true. That is true. No, but Aiden, you said you can vouch for his flight stands. Like everything I've heard about them they're absolutely amazing from what I've heard. I heard that they're like super well made, and I know you say they take a lot of time, but that means that you're really putting in the time to like handcraft them well. You know what I mean? It's not like they go into a machine. Like you said, I was listening to your you on the Affinity Equation podcast, and you did such a good job. And you were saying that you have to like hand bend them, right?
Yeah, it's not like I have a CNC machine or a pipe bender, in my apartment. Yeah, everything is done by hand, and you can only go for after like hour 3, my hands are hurting, so I got to take a break. I usually try to knock out maybe like 10 sets a day, but that's pretty much the majority of like my evening once I do that. So, but it's all good.
Not for sure, man. But you kill it, man. I think that the pre-order idea is a great idea as long as you can handle it. Like, but then could you like set the pre-order window to be like if you set it like, okay, the pre-orders are open for a week, but then you're not expected to ship for like a while?
Yeah, I mean,
would that be realistic for you, or that?
Yeah, but then the logic really doesn't make sense, because if I open up the pre-orders, then I think I would just get flooded like that too, and now I have that pressure, like, oh, I have to deliver by this certain date. So I don't know. I'm going back and forth, and I'm trying to figure out like a balance where I can keep everyone happy while still keeping like my sanity,
Yeah, whatever works for you, man.
Facts.
Yeah. Well, if I don't do the pre-order thing, then I think Wave 3 will be coming out in the beginning of November.
Good to know. Wow, that's pretty soon.
Yeah, and I'll have ideally between like 50 and 70 sets. I think the last run I had 70 sets available.
And people are still like, where am I? Like, I want to get a set. I couldn't get in there. Like, that's 70 is a lot of sets.
Dude, it's a lot. It's unhealthy.
And how much does a set cost?
So I changed the pricing. Before it used to be $20 plus shipping, but then I'd have to go back and forth and get a shipping quote. So now it's just, if you buy one set, it's 28 shipped, because that's kind of the average that I found for shipping. And if you buy more than one set, then it's 25 each set shipped. So.
Oh, that's great. And that's not that expensive for a set of really nice stands too.
Yeah, and those stands will last you forever. I forgot who it was, but a couple of these people were like, yeah, I bought stands from you like a couple of years ago. They're still holding up strong. I'm like, yeah, good.
That's dope. That's really dope.
For sure, man. You're like a master craftsman out here, killing them. And like, it's not that it's just like that's something you can just like jump in on, like, because I feel like with a lot of the times people will see something and be like, oh, I can do that. Like me and Aiden, we saw the Tatooine dios people had, and we're like, okay, why pay someone to do that when we can do it ourselves? Like it's plaster, we can do that. But dude, those flight stands, those are like, that just looks like a pain to make. So I'm like, like, please, everyone, give this man your money. Like, he opens orders or anything, like, 796 is a trusted dude.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Of course. So are you guys ready to, Aiden, Alex, Mario, you guys ready to get into our next segment? We had a challenge this last week.
Do it.
You guys ready to talk about them? Aiden, you ready? Yeah, Finn, I'm ready. Awesome, dude. Sounds great. Let's do it.
Wait, Aiden does not sound like that, bro. You know what Aiden sounds like? Aiden always says in terms of before he's going to say, well, you know, in terms of like displaying and posing.
He's
that's what Aiden sounds like, bro.
He's like, in terms of the amount of ready that I am, I would say that I am actually quite ready. My butler sisters,
Facts, bro. But yeah, I'm ready. Let's get into this next one, bro. I've been hype all day about this, bro. I've been ready, bro. I've been ready.
Okay. I'm back that hype then. What order are we going in for these photos?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, and we're not going to show them on the screen, right? Because we couldn't get to work, right?
Yeah, we'll repost all of these on our story. On the ShutterBugs story.
That sounds excellent. I was not trying to throw Aiden under the bus there. I swear, I literally was just like, I don't. Yeah.
Don't lie, bro.
Okay.
Don't lie.
Well, yeah, honestly, bro, Aiden's like my enemy. Like, he killed me in Among Us the other day. Not happening anymore. We aren't friends. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm kind of filibustering right now, trying to find our Instagram account so I can find this hashtag. Give me a second. Oh, here we go. Okay, do you guys just want to start from the top, from recent up, right? Recent down.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
why not? Is everybody looking at it?
Yep.
Aiden's there. He's for sure looking. Okay, we're gonna start off with Skeldro. And he shot this photo of Wolverine that's bleeding on the snow with Sabretooth. And first of all, props to my man Skeldro. Always showing out, being a super nice guy and supportive of the podcast. We appreciate you. Excellent shot, man. Freaking sweet. I need to find a way to do actual snow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. I really like that. This is a classic rivalry right here. Like, just absolutely classic. These two these two furry idiots.
Furries? Sorry.
They are furry. Look at them.
No. So, for those who are listening without photos, it's Wolverine in the snow with Sabretooth, like blood all over his claws. Mario, come on, what do you think, man? What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, classic rivalry. I like it. We're offering critiques, right?
It's up to you. If you want to.
That's definitely. I'm down to. I just didn't want to. We didn't want to impose that on you if you didn't want to.
No, yeah,
if you were down to, let's do it.
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. I like the how Wolverine is in focus, right? I think the posing could have been tweaked a little bit, but you could tell that this, Skeldro definitely took some time to set up the shot. I don't know if it's my monitor. It looks dark on my end, but I think introducing a little bit more dramatic lighting would definitely make this pop. But overall, dude, I love it.
Yeah,
I
for
really
sure.
like it, bro.
I think some of the I think like he tried to do some colored lighting on like the right side of the right barrel, like you can see that. I think that maybe if he did some rim lighting, like light up that back corner a little bit, the right corner, and maybe have like some like rim lighting on the side of Wolverine, I think that would definitely set it off. But I really do like it a lot, man. Like you said, Alex, classic classic rivalry.
I wonder what he did for the blood. It looks like I can't tell if that's it
looks
just
like hot glue.
Classic. Yeah, it would have been cool to see like an actual blood trail from Sabretooth up to leading up to Wolverine.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I totally agree. Alex is like the king of the food dye blood. I tried it one time, and the food dye started staining the figure after being on it for like 2 seconds, and so I was like,
You got the wrong kind, bro. I felt
Dude,
so bad.
Actually, you know what? There's a funny story with that. So years ago, Alex is like, yeah, just get some food dye. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to ruin this Wolverine or Sabretooth. And he's like, dude, trust me. It's not going to ruin. It'll just wash off with water. I'm like, all right. So reluctantly, I trusted Alex. And I dyed these guys, right? And then, I took a break, whatever, and I busted out Sabretooth maybe like a month ago, and he still had the food dye on it. I'm like, let's see if this is stained. So I ran it under some water. Dude,
no!
2 years later, it just washed right off.
Wait, really?
Swear to God, it was perfectly fine.
What food dye do y'all have? Because I had this normal basic red. I put him on the black, like in white Jim Lee Punisher. Bro, that thing is pink to this day on parts. Like, pink.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I can't remember what the name of mine is.
Yeah, I'll have to like take a picture of it and send it to you later. Are you sure you got food dye and you didn't get like enamel paint or something?
No, it's dye because I had it in my cabinet in like my house, like in my kitchen. And I was like, oh, food dye, this will work. And it was like with a bunch of other colored food dyes, and I was like, this will be fine.
It's probably like
sriracha
or something.
It's hot sauce just all over my Punisher. Nasty. Okay, well, we got our next shot here from Mir Katsu. Wow. We were just talking about this earlier. The bendy wires, not bendy wire, the what do you call them? Twist ties. And this is a way that I haven't really, I don't know if you've done it this way, Mario, but I haven't seen it as like two of them colliding kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like I really like that. Kind of like sparks almost.
Yeah. No, this is dope. He's been killing it with the twist tie effect thing. Like his stories, like it seems like every hour he's got something cooking. But this looks really good.
His Zio shot with him kicking the putty is so amazing with that. And how like I'm telling you guys, follow 796. He breaks down the science on his stories and on lives. When you were showing how to light that effect on the Venom, you know what I'm talking about? That was so good. Like you did, I don't know, bro. You're killing it. But he definitely has followed that with how he lights the effects too. Like it bounces off the twist ties too, which I really like. Do you see that on like the left of the silver one? How it's kind of like a little sparkly.
Yep. That's
so good. Critiques, maybe this might be, I don't know, this may be just a personal thing, but maybe just increase like a bluer hue, white balance, explosions and yellows and reds. I feel like you can kind of feel overpowered by just warm tones. So maybe if that like black background was a little bit more of a cooler blue color, like not even like blue, but just like adjusted the white balance a little bit, I think that would be like really set it off. But I really like it a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the black. I like the darker. I like the light coming from the explosions lighting the figures, but I like the darker background. So I don't know. I will say my only like little critique is just the cutout. I think just this is something Brandon always beats me over the head with. It Posable Productions on Instagram is cutouts and making sure they're rimmed with a black marker, making sure that they are cut pretty cleanly. You get some small scissors and really do the job, because if a cutout looks a little messy, sometimes it can distract from how good the photo is. For example, I mean, if that cutout wasn't here, I would have think this photo is great, and I still think the photo is great, but I think if the cutout was maybe cut a little cleaner and outlined, or you can see some white around the outline of the cutout, it would really push this over the top. But I still think it's a great shot, and I love the use of twisty ties.
Yeah, he usually, and I think his cutout thing is good here. But no, you bring up a good point. Like definitely line the outside of those cutouts with like a Sharpie or something. But I was gonna say his cutout game is pretty strong. Like he had one posted with the Black Ranger just doing like an axe chop, and I think he used like a Kaboom cutout, and it looked like it was angled towards the lens or something. It looked like it was 3D, but I think he kills it with the cut. Yeah, he kills it with the cutout game. His posing's always good. Lighten up the effects. I don't know how I feel about the black background. I don't know. I don't think he's using felt, and that would probably be my only critique. Like, because it looks like you can still see some light shining on the background. It could be my monitor, but and I know he's a big fan of the Dutch angles, and I know Alex is not, but I think it works well for here. It's off a little bit, but I think it works.
Yeah, I definitely like it. Marty, I just called you Mario. Mario, where would you suggest getting some black felt from? Because I need black felt, and I just use black paper, and so I have to like light it extra careful, or else it looks really bad. Can you just find that at like a Hobby Lobby or like a Michael's?
Yeah, so I think I got mine at I think it was Hobby Lobby. So what you'll do is you'll go. There's a section that sells like this material, and I think it's for I don't know, whatever. But you can buy it in like big rolls. And they'll chop it up for you right there. I think I paid, I don't know, like a couple bucks for mine, and it's lasted for a couple of years. The issue, though, with using the felt is like trying to hang it up. So I'm like using tons of. I tried using gaff tape, that didn't work. I'm using tons of masking tape to kind of hold it up. So I got to figure out like a better way. I was thinking of getting like maybe some sort of C-stand and then just clamping it up there, but that's the only issue with using the felt. It's hard to get it stuck on the wall.
For sure. Yeah, okay, I'll definitely have to. I'm writing that down on stuff I have to get. I have to get model paints for Spidey's elbows and stuff, and now I have to get some felt for these backgrounds because I'm trying to get my Dio game up and stuff, and I can't take these like nighttime shots without some felt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, next post we have is from a Spidey_fan1091. And like I said, we'll post all of these on the Instagram, so if you guys are listening along after the fact, you guys will be able to see all these photos that we're talking about. This one is Spider-Man with red and blue suit with black suit Spider-Man right behind him, like looking at his hand, and it's super dramatically lit. I really like it a lot. I like how it's like you kind of have the dichotomy of it lights up each one of their eyes, and it's kind of like you don't see the other one. It's blocked out by shadow, and it gives this like really eerie like look to it. I really like it.
Yeah, I really dig it. I'm really liking this. I like the creativity with the theme here too.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool. I think as far as critiques, my only thing would be like it's a little noisy, but I think that's it. I really like this one.
Yeah, he definitely bumped up the grain for sure. But I dig it, man. I would. It's not even really a critique, but I feel like maybe a different Spider-Man, like red and blue one, would work better because this one is kind of like muted colors looking like. It doesn't really like. It's not as striking against the black. So I feel like one with like a brighter color scheme would maybe, I don't know, like set it off a little bit more. But Mario, what do you think about this one?
No, I think it's good. I definitely like the creativity. Your greatest rival is yourself. I mean, outside of it looking a little grainy, I think it's pretty good. It's got nice, there's like a nice mood, you know, like a nice kind of dark mood to it, which I really dig.
For sure. It's very like, almost like, it makes the black look kind of like sinister, like the black suit, and I really like how he did that.
Yeah, you can kind of get a feeling like Spidey's struggling with, you know, being the black costume Spider-Man or whatever he's trying to accomplish there.
Yeah, it kind of makes me think of like the original like Spider-Man 3 posters. Yeah. And I know most people hate that movie. I kind of love it, but and a lot of the iconography from that movie was pretty awesome. Like whenever he's wearing the black suit and he's like on the side of the building, you know what I'm talking about? He's like on the gargoyle or whatever. Like what a good look. I think this looks very like much like he's like in the city, and it like looks like it's kind of dark and cloudy. You see these like lines in the background. It almost looks like a building. You know what I'm talking about on the right?
Yeah.
And I love it. But yeah, great job, man. Yeah, really creative with the theme. Next one we have is from my man Gil at Black Hole Comics with a Z on IG, and this is Sub-Zero in front of, I don't know, who is that for my Mortal Kombat dudes? Who is that? In the background on the throne.
Oh,
I think that's Shao Kahn.
Yeah.
Shao Kahn, thank you. And then he's ripping out Scorpion's head, which is sick. Yo, Alex, you might want to mute your mic, bro. My dog.
God,
nah, you good, bro. You're good. Yeah, he's ripping out Scorpion's like spine and his head, and there's like blood everywhere. I think my one critique was maybe adjust the blood effect a tiny bit, like maybe move it lower down on his neck. But then again, if it shows his neck still, that might be the best way to go. So I don't know. I don't know how that figure like would work. I don't know how Storm does it.
Yeah, the only critique I got for this one, I like the lighting. It looks good, but it just doesn't make sense that Sub-Zero would be holding his spine from that low. So I'd move Scorpion's head closer to Sub-Zero's hand, you know, kind of holding it like at the base of the head, the top of the spine. It just kind of, it's just kind of killing the effect because that spine would be flopping around. Well, I don't know. It's ice. So I guess maybe it works,
but you probably wouldn't grab it from that low if you're pulling it out of his body.
Yeah, true. Other than that, great photo.
Yeah, definitely, man. Great job. Aiden, you have any critiques or anything?
Yeah, just the one thing for me I'll toss in real quick is I think the blue light really just blends too much with Sub-Zero. I think if it was blue backlight even, it would be a little better, but I think it's just hitting the front of him too much and creating this like blue hue. So I think if he was either backlighting it, it would look better, or if he chose a different color like red or maybe orange, like it would really make the whole colors of the blue and yellow pop a lot better against a different color. But that's all.
For sure. Great Dio usage too. Like I like the symmetry of the two sides, like the stairs and stuff, and the addition of like the skull on the bottom. Yeah, I like it, man. Good job.
Definitely.
Next shot is from Justin Zilla on Instagram. It is of Destro over Duke with a paladin or two in the background, and he basically has a gun out, and the caption is, "Well, look what we have here," which I do not know anything about G.I. Joe, but I know that Destro's a bad guy, and I know that Duke is a good guy, and so this makes sense. I really like the lighting and like the red light on the side and how it like reflects off of the side of Destro's head. You know what I'm talking about? And how it like kind of gets like cut off on the top, like because the way his skull is, it's not completely smooth, and so it like really nicely highlights the left side, and I really like it a lot.
Yeah, lighting's on
I
point
think it too.
for
I really
sure.
like the the lighting. I was just about to say that. I really like the lighting here. I think it looks really sick. I like the two different tones. I like the posing. I really like the frame too. Yeah, I dig this one.
Yeah, and it's tough to properly light your background and then still light the subject. And I think, yeah, I mean he's properly lit. The only critique, and I don't know if much could be done about this, but Duke on the ground, it's not that flat. So I probably would put like some sort of like rubble or something to obstruct like those gaps that you see him kind of floating off the ground. That's about it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I like the use of the paladins too. I think that's the character's name, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I have it, but I
Yeah.
know nothing about it. But it's a good choice, especially when there's not. When there are army builders, they're nowhere to be found. But like I think it definitely fits the theme of like the GI Joe look and the shot and stuff. And I just like the more interesting pose. You know what I mean? Instead of like having him just like, I don't know, like with his like foot on his back or something, like he's kind of crouched next to him, like looking down, like pulling out his gun, kind of, which I like. I just thought it was creative. Yeah, it was a good job, man. Next shot is from Beyond Toku Photography, and it is of Dr. Doom strangling basically Human Torch. And is this 3 3/4 inch, or is this Legend scale? Because I can't tell. Oh, it might be Legend scale. That looks like the new Doom, right?
It might be.
Yeah, that's definitely Legends.
Yeah.
Cool shot, man. I really appreciate you for entering. I like the pose that Dr. Doom interesting than just, I don't know, a normal like punch or kick or something. But I'm not that big of a fan of the angle. I mean, Dutch angles are cool sometimes, but like this one seems kind of intense for the scene that you're working with. Maybe just tilt it back a little bit more. That way, like Human Torch's head isn't cut out of frame, but it's kind of near the top of it. And then I think the lighting's a little bit hot. But other than that, I like the Dio and stuff, and I definitely think this is a good grind.
Yeah, I would. The only thing I would have changed on this photo is tilt Human Torch's head up just a little bit. You know, so it looks like he's actually getting strangled. The angle of the head, and it's kind of hard to tell because of the Dutch, but that's the only thing I probably would have done with this. Just tilt it up a little bit.
I was gonna say, I think the Dutch tilt's a little too much. Just a little bit less of a Dutch tilt would really help, but it kind of looks like almost horizontal, like Doom is like levitating over Human Torch type of thing, rather than on the ground. So just a little bit less just would, I think, definitely help. And like Mario said, have Human's Torch head up against the wall a little bit more and like looking up, and just kind of the little tweaks that everyone else said. But I think it's definitely good for sure. Good start.
Yeah, definitely, man. Alex, do you have any input or anything?
No, y'all pretty much just said exactly what I was thinking.
No, for sure.
I really like the idea of these two being rivals as opposed to the obvious kind of like him and Reed. I think that's a cool switch up.
That's definitely a good point, man. Yeah, so cool job using the theme and everything, man. I really like seeing people using the theme in a different way. Next one is from Burino-kun on Instagram, and it is a photo of Tombstone. I think he's throwing a table or just crushing it. And he's throwing it at Spidey, and Spidey's like starting to swing to get away. And first of all, I just gotta say, great set. I mean, this Dio, all the details and props and stuff. Like, I need to get on this level with mine. I definitely need to like invest in more stuff like that. But I mean, I really like the posing mostly. The effect for the desk and stuff is great. I think my one thing would be maybe I feel like Spidey's pose looks like he's kind of in midair, but he's like on the ground. So maybe like adjust that a little bit. Maybe either make him higher up or have him like starting to swing, not like maybe like thwipping or something rather than already like pulling off. I don't know. What do you guys
Should
think?
have put him on a 796 flight soon.
Yeah, for
I
real.
agree with that. I don't know why there's like no one was talking there, but I agree with that.
Sorry, Aiden. No, yeah, but definitely, I think that would definitely be helping. But then also hiding the stand is also annoying. But yeah, great effect on Tombstone, like throwing, I think is what it is. Like, do you see what I'm talking about, guys? Like where he's like that, like move, that like forward motion. Great job there, man. Mario, you have any thoughts?
Yeah, dude. This shot is sick. I love any shots that simulate motion because I don't know. For me, I think that's a tough thing to kind of convey in your photo. So I like that. Everything about it's cool. I wish there was a way, and this is tough to do, but I wish there was a way that Spidey was also in focus. But then you'd have to, crank up the aperture, and that could obscure or really change the depth too. But I like it. It's good.
Yeah, maybe do some panels or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that could have worked.
Yeah,
I definitely
like
agree.
I really like the lighting. I think it's really clean. Everything pops well.
Definitely. Maybe even like up the saturation a little bit, or light that effect up a little bit more, like really get it popping. But yeah, man, great job.
Yeah.
Next shot we have is also from Skeldro, and it's of Venom squaring up basically with Spider-Man. And this is his first shot for the rival stuff. And he definitely added some blue light to Venom, which I actually like because I think it gives it more of like a texture, and you can actually be able to tell that it's what's happening, like what his body's doing, rather than just being like a black blob kind of. And so I like that. I feel like my critique would be maybe change up Spidey's pose a little bit. Either have him like kind of like standing, looking kind of ready to fight, or like more squatting, but he's doing kind of an in between. And I feel like you should kind of like maybe choose a direction between the two. You know what I mean? But other than that, what do you guys think?
I think it's good. It's nicely lit. That little bit of bluish light definitely makes Venom pop. It creates some sort of highlights or shadows, adds some depth to that figure. It's hard to shoot, like black figures just because you can't really see like the definition of them. So that's a good choice on that. I like Spidey's pose. I think it actually works. And the framing is good. I mean, you got them both on equal sides. The shot looks very symmetrical, which I always appreciate. Nice and level. So good job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, great job, man. That was great. Next one we have is
I agree
from
with Mario on the symmetry.
What's that?
I said I agree with Mario on the symmetry. Looks really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely how it's like you see. I'm glad he's like, it's like he's kind of being covered up by Spidey too. You know what I mean? It's not like it's kind of blocking it to make it seem like they're more like actually in front of each other rather than like side by side kind of.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. Next shot we have is from Marcus Plastic Posing, and it is of Chun-Li. It looks like she's kicking oh my gosh, M. Bison, that's his name. M. Bison like in the head. In like this alleyway, and I love the Dio, man. I love the dumpster, like, and the lighting is good too because it looks like it's like a street light or something that's lighting it. My one critique is maybe change up M. Bison's pose, so because it's kind of hard to tell if she's kicking him like from below and like kicking him upwards, or if she's about to like kick him down. You know what I mean? And so maybe make his pose a little bit more dynamic. But I like the setup, and the street trash looks good too. You know what I mean? Like, I think it looks good.
Yeah. The pose is definitely good on Chun-Li, and I think he might be balancing her, which is tough. So I always appreciate that when, like an NSA shot.
Yeah.
I have that Bison figure. I don't know what different types of head sculpts he comes with, but his expression is it's throwing me off. He should be, like, if he's getting kicked, he should have some sort of expression where it's like, either his teeth are gritted or something like that. And I think it does come with a gritted teeth head sculpt. So I would have used that.
Dude, for sure. Yeah, I totally am with you on that one. Alex or Aiden, you guys have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I actually really like Chun-Li's pose. I think the one thing I would change is advice, since I agree with Mario, maybe change the head a little bit. Maybe have him like on his knees. I think that might help it a little bit. Like she's, you know, doing an axe kick to the back of his neck. I think that would kind of help it out. But I really, really like the shot.
Yeah, man. No, definitely. Yeah, like definitely. Maybe even revisit this concept. Like it's great, but like, maybe even try to change it up a little bit and maybe get him into a different pose. Like what Alex said, I really like that a lot.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think for me, what stands out is the lighting is very soft, so I can congratulate Marcus on that because that's really impressive. And again, her pose is great. I do think, going kind of what Alex said, if he doesn't have the angry head that 796 says it comes with, it should probably does, so that'd be an easy substitute to make this photo pop a little bit more. But if he didn't have, for whatever reason, loose, whatever, he could easily probably, you know, just change the direction of the head along with the pose to just sell it, because if you can't see the front of his face, then we don't know what facial expression he's making, and that would just sell it to be a little more realistic if he decided to do that. I feel like that would help in terms of the facial expression. And other than that, I mean, I completely agree with everything you guys said. It's a good base for a shot, and I think he could revisit it and really make it pop a little bit more.
Yeah. And I will say, if he has like some sort of impact effect, like you could even take one of those blast effects from like Iron Man, like take it apart and then put that behind,
Sure.
you know, Bison's head or in front of Chun-Li's leg. It'll definitely sell the illusion that she's, you know, kicking him.
Exactly.
Nah, man, most definitely. Coming from a guy at 796 who uses a lot of effects and stuff, like you can really get creative, especially with the stuff that you can get from Legends. Like even like a small blaster effect or like a gun effect or whatever. Like it'll definitely add something else to it. Next shot is from Coolectables on Instagram, and it is a bunch of different Mysterios surrounding Spider-Man. And I actually was just working on Mysterio shot on Aiden's live stream like 2 days ago.
Yes, sir.
And I just saw this the other day, and I really like it a lot. I like how he's using all three different Mysterio figures. I definitely prefer the newest one, but I think they look great together. And it definitely gives the illusion that Mysterio's like surrounding him, because they're all doing a similar pose too, and so it really looks like he's like duplicated himself like he does in the comics sometimes, you know what I mean? Like where he's like a bunch of Mysterios, and it definitely sells that effect. The black background looks great too. Like it looks deep black, like blends in with I have Instagram on dark mode, and so if it's like a true like deep black photo, it'll like blend with my Instagram feed, and it looks great. I think my one critique would be maybe give some more like mist going on, because it looks like they're kind of like standing in snow almost. So maybe like raise it up a little bit, maybe put more in front of the camera, or maybe less around Spidey's legs and like more in the background. But I really, really, really dig it a lot. What do you guys think?
I don't.
Oh, dude, no, Mario, you go first. You're the king.
Okay. No, it's a great shot. I don't really have any critiques. I mean, you could always introduce a little more colored lighting. I think everything works here. This does remind me, though, I saw, and I think you guys saw it too. I forgot who posted it, but there was like a little hack to take a one of those light up balloons, take the LED from that and put it into Mysterio. I think that would have set this picture off like crazy. But it's a great shot. I don't really have any other critiques, but you can always find ways to kind of level up your shots, especially just by looking around and seeing what other people are doing. So
yeah,
I think I might have to. I'm gonna try and recreate this shot. I need a Mysterio first.
I think for
Definitely.
me, I actually gave Finn a similar critique, and I think the first thing for this photo, just in terms of the base photo, not like adding anything to really make it amazing, but I think it looks like all Mysterios almost have the exact same pose. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but I think a little variation between all three of them would work. You know, all of them have their left arm extended. I think the MCU one closest to the camera has his right arm, but the ones right next to each other, the first release of Mysterio and the newest one, both basically have the same pose, just one's tilted down a little more. So I think some really like different posing would really set it off. And then, like 796 said, if you could get those balloons in his helmet, that'd help. But something else that would also help is if you hit the base of the black backdrop with a little bit of green light that was like radiating upwards, that would really sell like the green kind of smoky like Mysterio atmosphere a little bit, which is what I told Finn, I think, when he was working on his, and that really helped set his off. And for me also, I don't know if you know, I'd assume he's using finger lights here, but the white smoke on the right side and then the green on the left is a little, like, try to get a little more even if you can. I know it's pretty hard to do, but if you could get that lit green as well, it would also just kind of help like the base like look really clear and even. But again, it's a great like starting shot. I just think like those little details, you know, that collectors nitpick to, or I guess ACBA artists nitpick to get their photo really to the next level, is all that could really be applied here to make it amazing.
Yeah, definitely. And Mario, what you said about the finger lights thing, I actually just got some from Walmart the other day and was working on it on Aiden's stream. It's really simple. Like, all you need is those finger lights and then like some super glue, and you're basically good. So I highly recommend it. We can post a link to the little tutorial or something afterwards. But it's really simple. It took me 2 tries. This time I got glue on the battery part, and that can't work, so I had to redo it. But it lights up enough. Some of them are brighter than others, so there may be some duds in there. But definitely recommend doing that because it really gives the Mysterio look like another level. You know what I mean?
Completely agree.
Definitely.
Cool. So next shot, we only have a few more. It's from our buddy, our main man, Brian, a.k.a. Cap Lives on Instagram, our dude. We have Dr. Doom being kind of like almost like bear hugged and like wrapped around by Reed Richards, like with his stretchy arms. And he's basically being like trapped by him. And I actually think it looks really good, especially how I know how hard those Reed Richards arms are to move. Like they say they have bendy wire in them, but they barely like bend at all for me. And so like the way that he got it to look convincing, like there's almost like multiple layers of his arm around him. Like it looks like it does in the comics. Like it looks like Reed like wrapped it around him like 4 times. So I definitely think creative like use of that.
Yeah. Dude. Cap, what did you do? Did you like heat that up to bend his arms? Because when I first saw this picture, I'm like, did he wrap it like around Doom? But I mean, you sold the illusion. It looks like he's definitely got him in tightly wrapped over there. And Cap's been killing it lately. Dude, his shots have inspired me to kind of move towards like more white hot shots. Less is more sometimes. You know, it's dude, he's such a great artist. Love the shot.
He really is. And he's so like dedicated to it too. Like he's always grinding and he's always taking feedback. Especially whenever he didn't have like his like alleyway dial. Like White Hot was pretty much mostly what he had. So like he really used that to his advantage, and he really started killing it, man. Brian is my man. Aiden, what do you think about this shot, bro?
I think it's good. Just for me, I think, which I mean, this is almost impossible to do with this Reed Richards figure, but it just would have been amazing if you could get it somehow zoomed out, like maybe use a cutout to really like blend Reed like wrapping around Dr. Doom. But I think it still works, the angle he chose. I think maybe the gapage between Reed's left arm is a little bit much, like just to try to tighten that. But again, I know how horrible these arms are to like really wrap like tightly because they don't bend amazingly well. So I think he made a great job of taking a great photo with the circumstances and the figures he used. So this is still a great photo.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I really like it. Good job, Brian. Okay, we have 2 more guys. Second to last one is from Darth Clueless on Instagram, and this is of Azrael fighting Spawn. And so it looks like he is Spawn as like an axe to Azrael's sword, and he lit him up pretty well. It looks like he hit Spawn in the chain with a black light, and I know some people were asking about this, and I have the answer. The neon chain is a Lego chain, and so those would be with like ghosts and stuff and like old like spooky Lego sets. And so if you shine like a black light on them, it like makes them glow because they already look like, but like it makes them really pop. And I had a black light pen, but then my brother lost it, so I have to get another one. But definitely great work here, man. Maybe get a little different angle, maybe like from the lower, so you hide some of Azrael like on the ground, and maybe like bring in that left Azrael leg a little bit, so it doesn't look like he's like breaking his hips open. But I really like the grind, man, and the chain looks really good. Same with Spawn's eyes for sure.
Yeah, I wonder how he lit up that Lego piece or the chain. That looks good.
Mm-hmm. I think it's one of those like blacklight flashlights. I know Diego Carlo uses them a lot, and then I got one, and then I think doesn't Aiden? Don't you have one?
Oh, that would make sense because Spawn is in that kind of purplish hue.
Yeah, the blacklight did that because I know Diego uses his for also lightsabers. So the blacklight did hit that neon just like it would like if you were, in a like blacklight club or something, like white pops, light green pops, neon colors pop. So that blacklight hit Spawn's eyes as well as the chain as well as like the white on his suit.
Dude, that's sick. I'm gonna have to try that.
Great job, man. You're making me want to buy a second one of those pens so I can actually use one. Okay. Yeah, great job, man. And then last but not least, from Zurinar1906 on Instagram, aka our boy Matthew Charles, my main man.
There's one
this
more
shot
after
is
Matthew, by the way, Finn. I just want to
Is there?
know. Yeah.
Oh,
there's one more.
So sorry, guys. I'm a bad host. I'm not trying to lead you guys astray. We got this one from Matthew, and it's of Deathstroke basically cutting Batman's leg, and Batman's like trying to jump out of the way, but he gets sliced a little bit. I love this. Like, oh my gosh, the pose on Batman is spectacular. I love Rebel Tech to death, but I'm not super into the look on this Deathstroke, but on this photo it totally works. Poses are super great and the effects are amazing. Like the way that the blood on the sword looks great, the lighting is awesome, the set is amazing. Like there's probably a critique here, but I don't know.
If there is, I can't find one because this shot is dope. And Rebel Tech I hold, close to my heart. I love Rebel Tech figures, and they're not the easiest, to manage and pose. And this guy, Matthew, killed it with this. I love the cutout, and it looks like he lit it up too. Creative, the posing's dynamic, the lighting is good. I don't have any critiques on this one. It's dope.
Yeah, he destroyed it. Aiden, what do you think, man?
I completely agree. I actually really like the shot. I don't know why, this is completely personal preference, but I think like the purplish light kind of like isn't the lighting I would personally go with on this. I think maybe even if it like hit kind of like rimmed their backs more, it'd be good. But I think the posing is phenomenal. I think the effect is lit perfectly. No idea how he got it so pure white, because I had that exact effect and ACBA didn't print it that white. So he did an amazing job of that. I love the little, I don't know if that's cotton or whatever you call it. It's behind Deathstroke to show like he pushed off the ground to do the sword swipe at Batman. I love the blood effect. I think he definitely nailed this photo.
No, yeah, he killed it, man. And like you said, Mario, I love Rebel Tech. Rebel Tech Spider-Man's like my favorite figure of all time. And it's not easy to, you know what I mean? Especially because they don't, like, you have to get a stand like that to make like certain poses. So he definitely killed it. Okay, last shot, guys. We have one from Blade Seeker 21 on Instagram, and it's a flash and reverse flash, kind of like racing, like pushing against each other. And wow, the lighting on that like Speed Force whole thingy, I don't know what you call it, like that portal is incredible. That blue really, because I'm looking at the second shot, and the second shot is good still, but without that blue, it like is not even near as much like is striking. And I really like the poses. Maybe my one critique would be maybe to get their arms back in frame. So they're not like both out of frame. Maybe like have their arms pushed down a little bit more. But I really, really, really love this one. What do you think, Mario?
Yeah, the effect in the back, and I'm sure he used like a blue, like one of those recycling bags. But that definitely sets off the image. The posing's great. I like the choice of, so obviously, Flash is red, Reverse Flash is yellow, and then the choice of the effects, like the lighting effects, where you have, the yellow, it's opposite of the character colors, which is great. I don't know. I really dig it. I mean, you can definitely get the sense that these guys are just flying through, I don't really have any critiques. It's a good job.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Aiden, final critique of the night, man. What are you thinking about this one?
So I actually really like this photo. This has inspired me. I haven't yet, but to pick up a flash and reverse flash because I really want to shoot them. For me, I love the lighting of the breach, the portal, whatever you call it, that goes out of the Speed Force. The only thing, besides maybe bringing the arms down, like Finn said, the only thing I would say is, and I don't know how many lights he's working with or how he could do it, but lighting up that yellow lightning just a little more hot would really, really set this off. And the same goes for the red, but I think the red is a little closer and a little deeper so we can see it a little better. But if he like really got that yellow lightning popping, I think this photo would be insane. I would really love this photo. But still, a great job. I like the concept. I really like the poses. Just the hands being brought down in frame would really, I guess, make it clean and contained. But the portal lighting is fantastic, and I think it's definitely better than the B side for sure. I think it really helps, I guess, matte the lighting on reverse flash and flash to like a really node-like harsh lighting on like the second shot. So I think he did a great job.
Yeah, most definitely. Great job, man. And thank you so much for submitting all these. We'll hopefully have, not hopefully, we will 100% definitely have Mario back on one day if he ever wants to come back on. And hopefully then we'll have another challenge up. And thank you guys just so much for entering. And I hope we see you guys next time for these challenges, because that was so much fun to go through. And I feel like if we even announce it earlier next time, we'll get like twice as many entries. So I really had a good time, man. Thank you guys so much for showing out for that. Yeah, and thank you guys, honestly, for coming on, man. You were such a great guest. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Finally.
Long overdue. So happy to have you on, man.
Alex had to bounce earlier, but he definitely says that it was great having you on too. We all love you. You're like our sense. So
he's literally like the fourth member. He's funding our action figure photography and constantly supporting us. So this was a long overdue guest, but we are happy, and we won't be the last time he's on here for sure. So be on the lookout, guys. And also, I think 796, just talk about your plugs, man. What you got going on. You already talked about flight stands, but talk about anything future that you got going on, more level up challenges, just kind of what the whole deal is going forward for you.
Yeah. So tomorrow I got the live stream with Toying Around. That should be fun. Definitely, I'm itching to unbox a lot of these figures, so definitely check that out. Flight stands, I'll make an announcement. I just got to figure out, with the scheduling, when I could drop Wave 3. And obviously, we'll talk offline about the pre-order stuff. And then I'm slowly getting back into dios. I can't give out too much information because it's not a dio for me, but keep a lookout for that. It's pretty big. I think the dimensions were like 22 inches by 20. But it's gonna be for somebody.
Wow, I can't wait to see it, dude. And I can't wait to get that unpainted one from you.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be amazing.
Hit me up, man, because that's just kind of collecting dust. So I'd be happy to ship it out to you.
Dude, you have no idea. Whenever you set that, so for everyone listening, 796 is like, yo, I have this old dio. If do you want it? And I have like no dios, and so I texted the guys right away. I was like, yo, you guys will never guess what this man just sent me. I was like, when you set the photo of it, because that's exactly what I need. Like, I have no indoor diorama stuff at all. Like, I have like part of a garage and some like wall pieces, and that's it. And so I was like, wow, this is literally perfect. That's all because I have no good props or anything. So I'm like, this is the first stepping stone. Like, this is perfect. So thank you so much, man. You have no idea how much that means to me. You know what I mean? I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, please follow 796 on Instagram. It's a great time. Any last thoughts from you, Mario, at all? Any things people need to know before we get out of here?
No, man, just have fun posing the figures. Feel free to join in some of these pose sessions. And, if you guys have any questions, hit me up. There are no trade secrets. I'm happy to share.
Real quick before we get out of here.
Because when I was coming up. Okay.
No, yeah. Oh, Finn, you can say that first, and then I'll talk
about
you're
what I was
going to talk about.
Okay. No, I was just going to say really quick, like when I was coming up, like when I started this in like 2012, 2013, I would ask people around for how to do certain effects or how to do certain things. And most people would be like, sorry, man, can't reveal all my secrets. Then there'd be a few people like at Randy GBH and D Amazing and people that would like actually help me. And those people have like really like made a huge impact on me. Same with you, 796. Like you have helped me so much. So appreciate you, Mario. And Aiden, what were you about to say, bro? Yeah, for sure.
So the last thing I wanted to talk about real quick, Brian pointed out in the chat, we didn't touch on it, October. Finn, do you want to cross over the themes real quick, or do you guys just want to do a general thought about, are you excited, what grinds you're going to be starting, or you guys can handle that?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of themes. There's 30 of them. I'm really excited about the All Hallows Eve theme because I have no idea how I'm going to do a horror thing. And the Great Power one is going to be fun. Lover's Quarrel, like like just a lot of fun, creative ideas. And basically what this is it's like a challenge where on each day of October, you don't have to do it every day, but each day there's going to be a new theme or a new challenge. And so you basically, your goal is to post a brand new shot for this month that fits that theme or challenge. And there's a bunch more rules on the ACBA page you guys can look at. But I've done the first 3, and I am just so inspired, and I'm so like ready to go. Like I have so many ideas. And last year I was able to do all 31 new grinds every day in October last year. So I'm going to try to meet that again. But
hey,
Mario,
really? You did all 31?
Yes,
Oh
sir. And I won an honorable mention, like specialty prize or whatever. So I got free entry into PK this year. So very excited.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to do all 31. I don't think I have the time, but I'm definitely going to, try my hand at a few of these. I'm going to try to do all 31, but realistically, I'll be lucky if I get 5 to 10 out. I was actually talking with Cap about this briefly, and they got me thinking. I think the best way to tackle this is to just plan it out, look at the themes, and kind of get an idea in your head, and then obviously shoot the day before just so you can have it set up. But right now, I only have a good idea for number 2. Cut it out. That's about it. I have to take a look at these and really think about it.
I cannot wait to see what you have, man. I'm trying to I think what some people think is they're like, oh, okay, this is my mask. It has to be someone holding a mask. And I'm like, I think what they did to make these things vague is how they made them vague on purpose so you can take it however you want. Like officially back at it, I have no idea what that even means. And so what I did is I did someone basically like cracking someone's back, someone elbowing someone's back. But then you could also do something completely different and it would still fit the theme. You know what I mean? That's what I love about this is you have so many opportunities to be creative.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's really exciting. But yeah, honestly, Mario, amazing guest. Thank you so much for coming on. And thank you guys so much for joining us for episode 20 of the ShutterBugs podcast. I want to thank my co-hosts, Alex and Aiden, and our guest, Mario. It's been a lot of fun. We will see you all next week. We've been very consistent with our schedule now, mostly. We have been up almost every week, and I'm very proud of that. So we will see you all next week. But until then, keep taking toy pics and be good people. Goodbye. Aiden, you can end it whenever, bro. It's chill. We're chilling here. I don't know.